Warning, this game is currently in pre-release status. Remember, Michelle is not a professional Ark player. Any advice you follow is at your own and your dinosaur's risk.
What's up, guys? This is Michelle from Clever Girl Gaming, and this week I'm going to talk to you about taming some dinos, also known as Welcome to the Family. Prepare, knock out, feed. So, as a little tie-in to last week, we are looking at our brand new garden that I've been working on. So go ahead, grab some mejoberries and grab some narcoberries. There are plenty of other things that you can feed animals, but we're going with the most basic stuff right now. They prefer mejoberries, and you need narcoberries to keep them sleeping. So once you got the stuff you're going to feed a dino, you need to decide, how am I going to knock this dino out? You have quite a few options. You can punch it, you can hit it with the club, you can shoot it with bow and arrow with trank darts or trank arrows, shoot it with a crossbow, shoot it with a gun with tranquilizing things. So keeping it very, very simple, I'm going to punch the shit out of this dodo. The key is to leave some space between your punches so there's time for the torpor, which is the knockout of the animal, to actually increase. Then it's going to literally pass out and you'll see all of its info. You'll be able to access its inventory and everything. So go ahead, toss in all the stuff that we grabbed. There are a lot of important things to pay attention to when you're taming, but the main two are obviously the unconscious meter and the taming meter. Unconscious being purple, taming being yellow. Unconscious is literally how asleep the animal is. Taming is how fast it is actually taming. The taming meter goes up whenever it eats the food that you've put in its inventory. It does that automatically. The narcs, on the other side, or like the unconscious meter, you need to feed it the narcotics. This part is very simple. Click on your narcotic thing of choice, so be it narcoberries or narcotics, then click remote use item. That force feeds the creature. You can actually see the unconscious meter and the taming meter go up on all the animals. Obviously, it's more noticeable on the lower level animals, so each time it eats, it gets a lot more tamed. But you can actually watch it. Pretty much watching paint dry. There are a lot of different ways to tell how long your tame's going to take. Easiest way that I always use is actually an app called Dododex. It's literally like a Pokedex, but for Ark. Play the waiting game long enough, and boom, you have yourself a creature. So we tamed ourselves a dodo, and now we get to name it. And obviously I'm not very creative, so I've named it Birdie. Birdie. Also, when you tame a creature, something called the dossier pops up, tells you all the info about the creature. This part is like the in-game Pokedex, where it tells you the creature. It doesn't tell you like what the animal sounds like the Pokedex would, but all the cool doodads and little drawings that you need to know. So now you're probably judging me pretty hard, being like, WTF, man, you just tamed a dodo. That was lame. Okay, we'll take a step up. We're going to tame a trike. This time, we're going to get our tribe mate to help us. We're both going to shoot trank arrows. Having two people shoot at the same time kind of confuses the animal, so it doesn't necessarily know who to attack, which is important because dying does not help you tame. Couple good shots to the head, and down goes the trike. The trike, like the dodo, is an herbivore, so we give it all the berries. When you're obviously taming a carnivore, you're going to want to use meat. Follow the Dododex. Honestly, best thing ever. It tells you what kind of meat, tells you how long your tame's going to take, what kind of levels, how many times you need to hit the thing. Super fantastic. Can't say enough good things about it. For larger and longer tames, I would definitely recommend keeping your tribe mates around to protect you, because any evil creature in the area will try and kill the thing you're taming. So make sure you keep an eye on it. You can't just knock it out and leave it forever. That is definitely not a good idea. What you can do while you're taming, however, is make a saddle for the creature. Not everything is rideable, but in the case of the trike, it definitely is. So we're going to learn the saddle, we're going to make the saddle, so by the time this baby wakes up, we can give it a good spin. A long while later, because we were not using kibble or anything awesome, we have our brand new trike, we have our utility creature. Trikes are fantastic. They're one of the easier things to tame at a lower level that make everything a lot easier later on. These bad boys will get you berries, will get you wood, will get you thatch. As obviously you can see, we're getting a shit ton of it. So much easier than doing it by hand. So that's it. Welcome to the family, trike. Prepare, knock out, feed.